So, guys, apparently, according to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea have apparently told those close to Ethan Nwaneri, be it his agent, be it other people close to the player, that if they are unhappy with Arsenal's offer for contract, that Chelsea are ready to strike and bring him in. The main concern will be on Ethan Nwaneri's stance would be his game time at Chelsea. Currently, Chelsea have currently at the club, winger-wise, Chelsea have Sterling, Mudryk, Madueke, Neto, Esteban Willian, Jamie Gittins. There's Madueke's leaving, Sterling's leaving, Mudryk cannot play. So those are three out of that list are gone. Esteban Williams coming in, Pedro Neto's still there, Jamie Gittins has just arrived. So there's three wingers that will probably be starting the season. Ethan Nwaneri comes into that, and Chelsea will kind of fluctuate. And as it's already been reported that Chelsea are looking at an 8-man or 9-man attack for next season. So it could be there's two right wingers that it's Neto and Nwaneri or Esteban on the right. If they get Nwaneri in, and it's Gittins and either Nwaneri or Willian on the other side, or plus Chelsea are also interested in Mohamed Kudus as well, which is not an impact on this. Chelsea are looking at a player that can play as backup to Palmer and a winger as well. That's why they're looking at the Ethan Nwaneri situation. They're looking for a 10. They're looking for a winger, and those are the situations. West Ham already believe that Chelsea are going to come back in for Mohamed Kudus. There's reports that Chelsea are going to offer 55 plus 5 million add-ons, and which will be 60 million, the exact same amount that Chelsea have spent, around the same amount that Chelsea have spent on João Pedro, or they have close to what they've spent on Jamie Gittins to bring in Mohamed Kudus. They're looking at Ethan Nwaneri to bring him in as well. But there's a possibility of a new contract coming from Arsenal. The genuine reason why Ethan Nwaneri has not signed a new deal with Arsenal is because Arsenal have not given him the agreement that he wants. He wants game time to be part of. He wants a good amount of games to be a part of his thing for next season. He currently, what you would probably think, he currently sits at Arsenal as the backup to Bukayo Saka. If he comes to Chelsea, he will be obviously what Enzo Maresca wants is to have all his wingers and all his forwards compete for the starting positions week in and week out. Whereas at Arsenal have Saka, who normally starts on the right, Martinelli, who obviously starts on the left, Erdogan, who starts on the 10, and they need to bring in a striker to start up top, where Havertz normally starts. Saka gets most of the games on the right. Martinelli gets most of the games on the left. Erdogan gets most of the games in the midfield. So Nwaneri wants it in his contract that he will get a certain amount of games each season, which is understandable for an 18-year-old player. He wants to make sure that when he signs a new contract that he will be guaranteed a certain amount of games. At Chelsea, there's a chance to say that people will say he's not going to get many, but there is actually a lot more of a chance at Chelsea. You can come in, prove to Enzo Maresca that you're better than Pedro Neto, you'll start on the right. Some people think Esteban Willian could play in the 10 or the opposite sides, wings. It would be an interest. See, Enzo Maresca has already said that Jamie Gittins was with the team last night, but he's going back to Cobham, and then he's going on holiday. Most likely, Esteban will say his goodbyes to Palmeiras, like he's already stated in his Instagram. And then he will join Jamie Gittins on holiday until they join up for pre-season in August, in a few weeks. Nwaneri is currently on holiday at Arsenal. There's no pre-season yet for Arsenal. Chelsea are looking at the situation. Arsenal are looking at Madueke. I just want to say something. If you're Arsenal, I said this a couple of days ago. If Arsenal or Chelsea are in the market for a winger, my number one target that I would say we should go for, either one of us should go for, is Rodrigo at Real Madrid. He was left out. He's been left out again of the Arsenal's. He's not left out of the squad for Real Madrid. He's on the bench, but he's been left out of the starting 11 again by Xabi Alonso. I would think he's probably will be on the market for around £80 million. We bring him in. He obviously starts on the left over Martinelli for Arsenal. That would make Arsenal look a lot stronger. Then bringing in Madueke, because I don't think Madueke starts over Martinelli. I don't think Martinelli loses his spot to Madueke. Madueke doesn't even start often over Pedro Neto for Chelsea. Honestly, this situation with Madueke and Chelsea has obviously come recently. He's pretended that he's happy the whole season. But I think now that he's gotten the eye, that this tournament has brought the eye of Esteban Willian onto the agenda, people seeing how well Esteban was doing with Palmeiras. He scored last night against us, looked very good against us last night. I think Madueke's like, I'm not going to start over him. There's a risk of my position at Chelsea. When they bring him in, they're also bringing in Giovanni Quenda next season. It will be interesting. Here's the situation, though. For next season, when we bring, it's either next year or the year after, when we bring Quenda in, if we do get Nwaneri as well, I see a situation where Pedro Neto and Jamie Gittins are the two left wingers, Quenda and Nwaneri are the right hand side, and that it's either Neto and Gittins are the left, or it's Gittins and Kudos, because they're looking to bring in Kudos, are the left. It's pretty odd, but it will be an interesting decision. Apparently, the Chelsea have already informed his agents, his people close to him, that they would be willing to make a move. They tried to sign Nwaneri before, but he made a decision to stay at Arsenal. He hasn't gotten what he wanted from staying at Arsenal, so it will automatically come down to whether the player regrets his decision not to join Chelsea at that point and decides to join Chelsea now. And if Chelsea can show him that he will get a certain amount of games next season. But it will be interesting. Guys, let me know what you think of this situation. Do you want Ethan Nwaneri at Chelsea and the possibility of Madueke playing in a red shirt at Arsenal next season? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you all in the next one.